ancient China, the Taoists taught that a constant inner smile, a smile to oneself, ensured health, happiness, and longevity. In the book, How God Changes Your Brain, it states that the mere act of smiling repetitively helps to interrupt mood disorder and strengthen the brain's neural ability to maintain a positive outlook in life. Smiling stimulates the brain circuits that enhance social interaction, empathy, and mood. So I'd like to now lead you in a smiling meditation this morning that taps into that inner joy that is always available to us. So sit comfortably wherever you are, and as best as you can, have your spine in an upright position and your head arranged to allow the muscles in your neck to feel relaxed. Close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths, slowly noticing how your abdomen rises with each inhalation and then relaxes back towards your spine with each exhalation. Let go of any thoughts. Just breathe. And now I'd like you to just smile gently, allowing your lips to feel full and smooth as they spread to the side and lift up ever so slightly. Might feel a little bit like the Mona Lisa, or how you might smile after you finally got that joke that was told a couple days ago. There's just nothing too extreme, just soft, relaxes your face and head, and you just start to feel good. Now bring your attention with that smile still there between your eyebrows. And imagine that place to be like a pool of warm water as energy gathers there. Let your attention drift deeper into that pool. Feel it back and toward the center of your head. And now let your attention rest now in the center of your brain, the space in the middle between the tips of your ears. This is the place referred in Taoism as the crystal palace. Feel the energy gathering in this powerful place. Now see that energy radiate to the highest point of your head, and imagine that this is connecting you to your higher self and radiates with the universal energy. So now feel that energy gathering and flowing forward into your eyes. Feel your eyes becoming the smiling eyes. To enhance this feeling, imagine that you're gazing into the eyes of a person who you love so much, and they're gazing back at you, infusing your eyes with this quality of loving kindness and delight. Now direct the energy of your smiling eyes back to the center of your head and feel it going down your spine. Now from your spine, it starts radiating out to the rest of your body. The energy is moving across your shoulders, down your arms, to the tips of your fingers. Feel it sweeping down your hips and into your legs, your feet, and toes. Now visualize your heart and smile into that space. Feel love and joy and happiness. Now feel your lungs and visualize the smile going into each lung, breathing in the pure life force of the universe. Feel it strengthening you and giving you courage. Now visualize the smiling energy sweeping through the rest of your organs. Know that in and through each of them there is a joyous light of kindness and generosity. This energy is warm and bright. It radiates from the core of you out into your world. How sweet it is. And now with that lovely smile still with you, feel yourself come back into your physical space. Softly open your eyes, keeping that smiling energy, and know that is with you through the rest of this morning, this service, and the rest of the day. Namaste.
Good morning, everybody. Lauren, I'm so relaxed. I don't know if I can sing. I breathed it into my lungs and my crown. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. 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 I can rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. And all is well.
Oh, I know.
Back at you. Back at you. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Yes. I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. You are the face of God.
Oh, so good. So good to know. So in that space, in that place, just join with me by lowering or closing your eyes, and know as I speak these words, I speak them not only for myself, but each person that can hear my voice. I just recognize and know that that one power, that one wisdom, that one divine energy is right now expressing itself as love, as wholeness, as compassion, as unity, as harmony, as wisdom, and as vision. And I know that that one creative mind gets to express itself and experience itself in and through and as me, in and through and as humanity. And so I claim this morning that this service uplifts and supports that divine idea of a world that works for all. I know it is through this prayer, through the music, through our power talk, and through that timeless wisdom of Reverend Cheryl, through her message to us, that each of us take what we need, what our divine impulse and urge is most seeking to express. I know that this place called the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living is a divine idea in the mind of God, and it is thriving. It touches hearts, it changes lives, and it is the model for what a beloved community looks like. As I feel this at the depth of my soul, I express it and experience it in every facet of my life. And I know that that divine wisdom is granting each and every person permission to do the same. So for all the good that is taking place in this service and beyond, I just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I release my word to the perfect action of the law, knowing God's already said yes. So I let it be, and together we say, and so it is.
Beautiful praying. Lauren, you are an angel, you are a gift. Angel and a gift. I don't know why I'm taking center stage. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to. Woo, Lauren's got me in the mood. You know what I mean? I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Oh yes. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning, lay my head to rest, I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed. You feel it? I'm feeling it. I am blessed. Woo. I am blessed. Yes, you are. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning, I lay my head to rest. I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed. You know what? I am loved. I know that. I am loved. I am loved. Yes, you are. Every day of my life, I am loved, 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 loved. When I wake up in the morning, I lay my head to rest. I am loved. Yeah, I am loved. You know what though? I'm healed. I am healed. So much power. I am healed. Yes, we are. Every day of our lives, I am healed. When I wake up in the morning, right? Lay my
And we're just so happy to see you all here in person, and those of you virtually, even though I can't see you, I know you're there. All right. And you know, I always like to say wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're welcome here always, in person, up to 50 people, or virtually, up to thousands. All right. Huh? I know you're still standing, and it's okay. Because if it's comfortable for you, I would love for you to say with me, God bless America and the rest of the world. And since some of us are missing getting our hugs in, I'm going to ask you to hug yourself. Give yourself a hug. I think it feels almost as good. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Real close. Thank you so much for being here. You know, we usually do birthdays the first Sunday of the month, and this is the last Sunday of the month. It just so happens to be the 31st. But there's someone's birthday who's this week, and I don't want to skip it because next week it'll be after her birthday, and that someone would be a practitioner, Lauren Balladini. It's on the 5th, and it's I think it's a milestone, but you'll have to ask her.
She gets to join the club now.
Your birthday. Wow. Happy birthday, my love. Please join me.
Oh my.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lauren. Happy birthday to you. We love you so much. Happy birthday, honey.
There's absolutely no way that you could not feel the love in that happy birthday. Oh my goodness, Patty. Ooh, I got chills. Lauren, you're centering this morning, centered around kindness, and you know the season of nonviolence started yesterday. And so for 64 days, what we normally do here at the center is for 64 days, and if you run out of ideas, you can call me. We do an act of kindness every day, and I know a lot of us already do that, but this is our time to really practice. And this season of nonviolence is probably more important than any we've had thus far. So thank you for being here, and I would like to also next introduce our one of our teens, who is just awesome, as they all are, but you know, I don't have a favorite, but maybe I do. But anyway, he's coming into that part of himself that wants to tell you all about it, right? So here he is. Charlie, come on up.
Right. I feel a little short. Well, good morning.
Is it on? Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hi. I'm on. Okay. So I am Charlie Yusey, but also known as Enchanted Charlie. So when I heard today's talk title was called Looking Above, it reminded me of how difficult it was when I was younger to do that. So I want to share some of my stories today because the same challenges I had are relevant today. At the age from maybe 6 to younger, I was a confident kid. I was very outgoing, very talkative, and basically an extrovert. Then from 7 years old to 15, something was completely different. I was bullied, both verbally and physically. One of the things that is good about distance learning today is that the younger kids that struggle because of bullying get to learn without the bullies around. So me, the kid who was once smiley and happy, quickly changed. I was an angry kid. I had so much pain and anger inside. I struggled in school. I didn't have friends, and I wasn't sure how to stand up for myself. I laid my head down a lot, wherever I walked. I would just look down, and it's sad how fast it happened, just like that. I think we can all agree that when we're little, we have not a care in the world, meaning not worrying about what someone is thinking about us, what someone is saying about us. We can eat our favorite foods, and we can smile real big even though there's no teeth. For years, I struggled alone. I grew up as an only child, so I had no siblings to protect me. Thankfully, just as quickly as it had changed for the worse as a kid, as a teen, something as quickly came into my life to start the path to change it back, with work, of course. So I finally had the courage to look above and look outside of the condition and look into the truth. So I always give thanks to this teaching, because without it, I'm not sure where I would be. To be honest, I know sometimes I might make it look easy, but the truth is, it was work, but the kind of work that is worth it. Even when the Revs come up here with their wisdom, it seems so simple, yet I know they do the work every single day, and that has always inspired me. I may not be Enchanted Charlie all the time, but I know that when I'm in those moments when I'm not, I learned it's okay to not be okay. Just look above and look at what it might look like from above and remind myself the truth. So moving forward, with my life on the up and up, I had this idea last year, and I found the right moment to mention this during a CSL team meeting. As I mentioned last week, I had the awesome experience of creating a workshop for winter camp. It was called Growing into Your Power. It was basically a workshop designed for discovering your own higher self, or our superhero name. We would choose what characteristics we would have, what powers we would have, what our power pose would be, and wrote our background story. It was so cute to see what my winter camp family would call themselves, hearing their powers and what they do. I had this idea because, well, I call myself Enchanted Charlie, declaring that is who I am. It's helped me knowing I am my own superhero, and I wanted others to have the chance to also discover themselves. There's a line in a play from Hamlet written by Shakespeare, and I quote, "This above all, to thine own self be true." To me, that means reminding myself that I am Enchanted Charlie. Remind myself what my desired experience is and focus on that. And when something other than that shows up, well, I can pull out my superpowers and choose not to focus on that condition and look above. And I already know you are a superhero. You can be. You can be, do, and have whatever it is. You can achieve anything. And if you ever have that moment that you aren't feeling that, please remember you aren't alone. You have us. And you can look above to that higher self or superhero anytime. So I have a quick story that is one of those literal look above moments, and I would like to share, and I have permission to share a few photos with you. As many of you know, my stepmom and I love painting rocks. So sometimes we hide them in parks for others to find. So a few weeks ago, Yvonne hid a cute avocado rock she had made. Now, naturally, where do you find rocks? On the ground? Well, here's where she put it. And there's a photo on your screen. So this adorable young man found this rock. And if he would have kept his head down and only saw what was on the ground, well, he then wouldn't have found this one. The best part is the knowing, and I'm sure he felt when he chose to believe this rock was meant for him to find. I sure think it was, because it had totally matched his sister's shirt that day.
Oh, wow.
It may be a silly story, but I choose to see it as a gentle reminder that there's plenty of good meant just for us when we look above. I believe in you, and I love you. Namaste.
We can go home.
Hello, Las Vegas Center for Spiritual.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Our musical guest.
Hello, Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. My name is J.D. Martin.
I'm Jan Garrett, and here we are. It's very cold here in Colorado. You can see we're here by the fire. Our hearts are warm, and we're happy that we're going to be with you guys.
Yeah, so glad we can be with you this way, since we can't come and sing for you in person.
Hope to see you in real life soon.
Yeah, enjoy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Jan Garrett.
I'm J.D. Martin. Our song is One Heart. There's a new world on the horizon, made of light, not of stone, calling out to all creation, you are not alone. Lions and lambs, saints and sinners, best friends, enemies, woman and man, losers and winners, they're all in you and me. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Out in the cold, there are faces hidden by the wind and rain. Hold out your hand, someone will take it and bring you home again. We are one heart, looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Around the world tonight, all the fires are burning, tears are falling from the sky. Still the world keeps turning. We are one heart,
one soul, one dream we share together. We are all apart. We are one heart. We're looking for answers. We are one soul, finding our way through the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Ooh, we are one. Yes, we are all a part of one heart. Thank you.
Thanks.
I love that song. Was that original? Yeah, original song. Oh, Garrett and Martin, they have fancy names, huh? We like fancy for some reason, I don't know. Good morning, everyone, again. Charlie, oh my goodness. I feel like we could just go home now. I really do. You know, I know some people think Stacy and I dress alike intentionally. Not true. Either she comes down and I'm like, ugh. But this morning I went up to her room just to go over my talk, and I looked up, hello, on her armoire. She has this sign that says, well, I knew it's there, but for some reason I had forgotten about it. It says, get up, show up, and never give up. I know my talk title today is looking above. I'm changing it to looking up. Okay? But she also has this one in her closet that says, I already own enough shoes. Said no one ever. Yeah, I brought them both. Yes. No one ever said that. At least not in Stacy's closet. Good morning. I'm Cheryl again, Reverend Cheryl again. And can't wait to introduce Reverend Charlie. I think we already did. Yeah, yes. You know, all those up phrases, chin up, rise up, buck up, look up. You know, oh man. Yeah, I think I know it's looking up, but let's say look up, okay? You know, because last week Stacy spoke about looking ahead. You know, again, our theme for the year is timeless wisdom and evolutionary vision. And I think to have a vision, you kind of have to look up. You know, this month we've explored this is the last day of the month, for goodness sakes. We've explored the sacred wisdom of the science of mind, and so we attempted to do that. And we've been drawn upon and contemplated and read and just thought about our own consciousness, you know, especially this time of year, for me anyway, that we stand upon the shoulders of so many, and just to see a new horizon. I mean, 2021 was a new horizon and holds so much promise for me anyway, and I believe that to be true for a lot of us. And yesterday I had a t-shirt that I wore. It said, what it says? It says, I am who I am because they were who they were. And it was a gift from Reverend Stacy. Thank you, Reverend Stacy, for, I'm sure it's for Black History Month. And there was a hand helping up another hand, which is also the Interfaith Ministries symbol. Someone's helping someone up a mountain. I didn't wear that today. I don't want to wear that today. That didn't match my talk. It did, but it didn't. So thank you, Reverend Stacy, for that gift. You know, as we advance through 2021 and continue to allow this evolutionary pulse of spirit to work through us and our communities, you know, we do so remembering that we made a commitment. I've made a commitment. Reverend Stacy has made a commitment, and I know all of you here in the audience and online has made a commitment to an upward journey of divine unfoldment, so to speak. You know, the Essential Earners Homes has many parts in it that I like, not just page 5 where they talk about Reverend Stacy's great-grandfather, but on page 214. And I don't know where the writing was beginning, and I'm not going to pretend that I looked it up because I didn't. But one of the things that was spoken, one of Dr. Holmes' talks when he was dedicating a church, I could have looked it up, I didn't. I don't know what church. It was not Founders, however. We think it was Whittier, don't we? But we're not positive. But I'm going to read this to you because it really made me feel something. Let's see. Because it's really how I feel about this center. You know, let's see. You know, he says, we have not yet done what I believe we should do with our membership. We are here tonight to dedicate a church, a physical building. And what I've discovered in 2020 or remembered is that we are more than this building. You know, I think it is beautiful. I think it is wonderful. I think it is a miracle. But I know why it is here. It is here because you are here and because the consciousness of all of you, wonderful people, has moved together. And what happened? Power. Like the weaving of a rope where one strand will hold no weight, but many strands unite and will hold a terrific weight. We have yet to see what the multiple consciousness of a church body can do if the members are properly trained. And when he says trained, we teach a lot of classes. We are what he would call a teaching order, not a preaching order. You know, if they permit someone to exercise authority over them, not over their theology, nor over their private lives, but over one thing only, their spiritual concepts. There's a law of good. There's a power in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. And it will multiply its effects 1,000 times through the united consciousness of a group. I have had so much inward conviction about this last year. He wrote that. We could have all written that, right? There are so many wonderful religions in the world, he says. We are not better than the others. We are not more spiritual. We are not more evolved. We are not anything other than this one thing. And that one thing is consciousness. You know, a few years back, I assisted in teaching a Prac 1 class. And you know, I love Prac 1 classes. That's not true, I'm sorry. I like Prac 1 classes. I like taking Prac 1 because it reminds you of where you have come from, how you got to be the way you are. And so one of the students, I won't say who it is, they may have told you this story already. And so I see people laughing because I think some of them might know this story. They wanted to know, what is it you all want from us? What do you want? What do we have to do? They said, what do we have to do? And I'm just assisting the class, But I didn't hesitate. The teacher of the class, I didn't say anything. Or I didn't give that person a chance to say anything, because I said, you know what we want? All we want is your consciousness. That's all. So, arms were no longer folded. They came down. The guard came down. Because I meant it. You know, I do not only want the consciousness of the 22 members of our ministry of prayer team and Charlie, right? I want all of your consciousness. All of you. That's why we are considered a teaching. I want all of your consciousness. I want yours in these seats, and I want yours out there virtually. Because remember, the rope, like the weaving of a rope, where one strand will hold no weight, but many strands united will hold terrific weight. That's why I want all of your consciousness. And that's my favorite. Another one of my favorite things in here is when he actually does say we are a teaching order and not a preaching order. And we are a practicing order. What my teacher, Dr. Maura Fox, would call applied Christianity. Like in our Science of Mind textbook written by the founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, I think 2/3 of it is about the teachings of Jesus. So when we say applied Christianity, we're saying that we do what was taught, what Jesus taught. And I believe that's what Dr. Holmes is saying. We are a practicing order, not a proselytizing order. The world has waited long for something to happen. Now the healing power of the unseen of the Spirit can be made evident. This is the basis of our cornerstone. The basis of our cornerstone. You know, we envision humanity awakening to its spiritual magnificence and discovering the creative power of thought in a world where each and every person discovers his or her own personal power and ability to create an individual life that works works within a world that works for all. That's all we want, people, in this teaching. Now, I know that's a tall order, but I don't think it's too much to ask, especially for myself personally. I am committed. I want to know, are you all committed? You are. Everyone here is shaking their head, and I'm imagining that all of you out there virtually, I see a hand raised over here. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm going to do an exercise with you before I finish. And the hardest thing about this process, which is why another reason I changed the title to Looking Up, is remembering to use it. You know, I learned from one of my teachers and mentors, Kathy Ann Lewis, who spoke here in September of 2019, not 2020. Because Reverend Stacy and I have taken several classes with her on Emma Curtis Hopkins. I think we even taught a year-long class. What was it called?
Inward Journey.
Inward Journey. And we were studying the book of, Mysticism by Emma Curtis Hopkins. And everyone that was skeptical about Emma grew to love Emma. I mean, she was one of those simple and not easy things, you know, because her words were just so simple, like, well, duh, you know, I felt like I wanted to say duh every time. I try to share it with all my classes when I remember, when it comes up in my mind. But like I said, the hardest part about this practice is remembering to do it. So in High Mysticism, that's the name of the book, High Mysticism. You know, she talks a lot about looking up, a lot. You know, she went into more detail in her Bible interpretations. I think there's a series of 6 books, I believe. And it's kind of cool. So if you would just bear with me, and I think I'm going to do a quote from that book first, from the 2nd series, before I do the exercise, Emma Curtis Hopkins. And when she says man, she means human being. I'm going to say her exact words. I'm not going to change it for gender appropriation or anything. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. The man whose thoughts are on God as all, as an upward look of the eyes. The man who brings all his help from above and acknowledges it, does not believe anything is impossible. The man who looks straight towards the horizon believes in great obstacles and names what he must meet. The man who looks down believes in submission to the existing order of things and feels that he must yield to the worst which is as good a faith as he can make up. Whoever undertakes to be spiritually minded or to look straight to God for all things will always come out successful. Of course, God's not in the sky. We don't believe God's in the sky. God is in the kingdom that's in you, the kingdom within you. And the eyes just signal or symbolize your way of thinking. So let's do this. I'm going to ask you first to just, sit comfortably in your chair. Or your bed. I don't know what you all are sitting on out there, but just be comfortable, okay? Be on the floor. Just ground yourself however you want. I want you to take a deep, relaxing breath. Now I want you to look at the floor and to think about an issue, a problem, or a situation. Just think about it. And just notice as you're looking at the floor what is happening to your body. Do you feel that this issue, problem, or whatever situation it is residing in any specific area? Just notice your breathing. Just notice what you notice, as Mary Morrissey would say. Just notice. Now I want you to look straight ahead as you continue to think about the situation, whatever it is. And again, I want you to scan your body and notice your breath. Just notice if anything has shifted or changed. Now I want you to look up gently. You don't have to, you don't have to go too far back, Don't hurt yourself. Just look up, perhaps just gazing at the wall as it meets the ceiling. As if you're out of doors and looking, not even looking for a rock in the tree, but just, one of the branches of the tree. Or even the mountains, the snow on top of the mountains in the distance. Nothing uncomfortable, just gentle. Be gentle with yourselves. Notice as you have looked up, think about that situation and notice how your body is feeling right now. How is your breathing? How is your breathing? You're looking up now still. Now, when you feel comfortable, just take a deep breath and relax. Now, some of you might have had some reactions that you may want to tell me about or not. But like any tool, it may not be for you. But I'm telling you, every time I've shared this with a class, they have some wonderful stories. Just as wonderful as Charlie's story was about looking above. It works for a lot of people. It works for a lot of people. I want each of you to know that the kingdom of God is at hand. God, Spirit, the divine, whatever you want to call it. I feel that it's closer than my very breath. And as we said about our business for 2021 and beyond, I would love for us to cultivate an awareness of the presence of that breath that's permeating all things as we look up. Because to be truly evolutionary, we must work to not only embody the divine in each and every moment, but to catch and hold the vision for that divine unfolding that I know is on its way. And it's only on its way because we just need to look up and notice it. Because it's already here. The gift has already been given. It's simply asking for you to notice it. I know each of you noticed it and notice it in each other and your loved ones and your pets. I know you all noticed it in Charlie today. I want you to notice it within yourself. Within yourself. And remember to look up. To look above. Thank you. Namaste. Some more beautiful.
Oh, yeah. This is what I know. We are all connected. The universe reflected in each shining part. And everywhere I go, I recognize the faces. All of my relations in this one heart. All I need is already looking through these eyes. Nearer than my breathing, closer than hands and feet. We are dreaming together all the gifts of heaven and earth. And so I receive all I can be. Now I let it go with such appreciation. Sheer exhilaration. Now I set it free. So it is, and so be it. When I sing it, I can see it. I welcome us in, and now we begin. Amen. Gonna say amen. Say amen, amen. Every day we pray, every hour. This is what I know.
Wow.
Great music.
Great.
Great music. Oh, so now is our time for giving and receiving, right? We practice. Now that we're not passing the basket, but for those of you that are here in person, if you would just drop off your love offering, your tithe, or your gift right there by Clem back at that back basket. And there should be, for those of you watching us, a number going across your screen. So, for those of us here in the room, if you would repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It will work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Oh, it is from that place of just being in the flow, knowing that as I give, I receive. Oh, I just know that this place called the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, which I give my gifts, my time, my treasure, and my talent. I give those gifts to this center so that the love that I am flows out to everybody in this community past these walls. And so for that and so much more, I am just eternally grateful for each and every person that helps this flow going, this flow of love and light and abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And together we say, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed, yeah. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you, Patty Powers.
My pleasure.
I feel blessed now. Well, Coffee with the Revs on Saturday is no more on Saturday. However, it is on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at 10:30, so you can sleep in. You don't have to get on at 9, you can go 10:30. And it's the same structure, so just join in on Zoom with us, all of us. The Healing Words Book Club has started a new book. They're reading the new book of Lost Friends. And so what we're doing, and this is by Lisa Wingate. So what you need to do is just let Reverend Stacy know if you're wanting to do that. Just get the book anywhere. Usually the best place to get it is on Amazon Smile, where we get extra little percentage for any book that we buy through Amazon Smile. So, and that will be meeting on the last Wednesday in February. Our Heart of Peace meditation group will be meeting again on the second Wednesday of the month, which is the 10th, at 6 p.m. And you can either come here, just let us know ahead of time, and or virtually again on Facebook. Let's see here. We've got a class that's beginning the day before Valentine's Day on the 13th, and Reverend Stacy's going to be teaching it, so I'm going to let her tell you all about it.
Good morning again. So we are teaching a class called the mental equivalent. And the mental equivalent is a phrase that was coined by Emmett Fox. Emmett Fox was one of the New Thought leaders many, many moons ago. And I just want to read a little bit. This is the book that we're actually having the class about. So as you can see, it is a little book. So that means not a lot of reading, not a lot of homework. It's a perfect class for you. So this is what Emmett says about the mental equivalent. About 20 years ago, I coined the phrase mental equivalent. And now I want to say that for anything that you want in your life, anything you want in your life, a healthy body, a satisfactory vocation, friends, opportunities, and above all, the understanding of God, you must furnish a mental equivalent. So the class is 5 weeks, not a lot of reading. And it starts on February 13th. It's from 10 to 12:30, I believe. And I think the cost is $99. So I would love to have you. So it's on Zoom, so we're not doing any in-person stuff yet. So please sign up. Thank you.
I heard Patty Powers, she said, I'm taking it. I'm righty then. Well, the day after that, of course, is Valentine's Day. And we are having a workshop, a virtual workshop on that day. It's with the book called The Power of Your Hands, and we'll have coupons available in the bookstore, and I don't know how else we'll have them, but there are coupons available for this virtual workshop. And it says mudras are an important part of healing and spirituality, so learn what mudras can enhance your practice and body. So I'm very excited about that. That's 12 to 1:30 on Valentine's Day.
With whom?
Love offering.
And it's a love offering, and it's with
Esther Rodriguez Brown.
Esther Rodriguez Brown. Sorry about that. Yes, it's going to be fabulous. So I'm excited about that. We have another class that's going to begin that Reverend Cheryl is teaching called From Whence We Came, and that will begin on Tuesday, February 16th from 6 to 8:30. And this is a history class on New Thought. And there are some prerequisites to take this class, so you just need to call Reverend Cheryl and she'll let you know if you're qualified or not. I think you probably are, but there are prerequisites. And the class is going to be, I think it's 8 weeks. It's a longer class, and I think it's $145 for that class. It's a very exciting class. I have taken it, and I highly recommend it. Let's see here. Now, if you would like prayer today, we have our practitioner, Juanita McCoy, on Zoom at 11:15, or as soon as service is over here. And she would love to have you call in and talk to her or Zoom in, and her phone number is 917-916-6615 if you'd like to call her or Zoom in just for a 1-minute miracle. Even if it lasts a little longer than a minute, she's still going to be there listening to you, so don't worry about that. And of course, there's never a charge for this service, ever. And of course, if you would like prayer support during the week, and even if you just need a little prayer, don't hesitate to call, because we need prayers all the time. And you just need to either send your prayer request to prayer at LVCSL.org, or just text us at 702-524-7096. And our Freezer Full project is now being called Enough to Share and Spare. And so our focus is on frozen meats, proteins, and veggies. So if you know anyone that's food insecure, let them know that we have this available. And please bring in any of those really healthy frozen foods that you find when you're at the store, because we need brought in and taken out all at the same time. And I mentioned Amazon Smile, so be sure you check in there to make sure if you're buying anything that you do it online. And then our bookstore is open today, and we've got our Science of Mind magazine. We've got we got the CDs of Reverend Cheryl and Lauren. Happy birthday, Lauren! Lauren's beautiful prayer and centering. So if you know neighbors or friends that would like a copy of a CD, please pick one up at the bookstore. Thank you so much, and happy February!
There are no CDs of today's talk, but you can certainly log on to YouTube.
Next week we'll have them.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I've just been told that that's not true. We'll have them next week. All right. Thank you. I would like to ask our Ministry of Prayer to please come forward. I want those here in the audience to see the folks that would be happy to pray with or for. We're all wearing our masks and social distancing, so it's a safe place. Absolutely. They usually have their little stoles on. Oh, they do. Okay, good. So you can recognize them, but I want you to see who they are. Okay? Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's just take a deep breath and just recognize the awesomeness that I am, that God is, and that you all are. I'm so grateful for this day. I'm grateful for each and every person who listened in, who came here to be with us in person. I'm grateful to Charlie, our wonderful team minister. I'm just grateful that all we have to do is look up and know the truth and recognize our magnificence in that truth and share it with each and every person that we run across each and every day. And remember to share your love and your kindness with all those you meet. I want everyone to leave here and to turn off their computers and have the best week ever. And so it is. Amen. Woohoo!
Oh, repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my
I
mind.
feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Make it a great week.
Woo! Make it a great week, everyone.
Megan's flying in on Saturday, so we'll be together, so it's gonna be good. We'll probably all go to dinner Saturday night. On Friday. I know something I had a flash come over me. I did, and I thought, oh, I need to hold on to all through my home. Flying high, no ceiling when I so I got that good soul in my pocket, that good soul in my feet, that hot blood in my body, and it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes above it. Moving so phenomenally, my life the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know. So just imagine. And then I can see what you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you when you dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do when you dance, dance, dance. Nobody leaving so you dance, dance. Come on, dance. So dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Ooh, it's something magical, yeah. It's in the air, it's my blood rushing all through my city. I lose control. Flying high, no feeling when I zone. Got good soul in my body, and good soul in my feet. The hot blood in my body, it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Moving so phenomenally, I thought I'd be so under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know. So just imagine, just imagine. Then I can see what you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on me when you dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do when you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving, so just keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. Woo! Just dance, dance, dance. Come on now. Just dance, dance, dance. Woo! So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop it. 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 I can't
into a time where change is inevitable. And as the world we live in changes around us, there is a place that nurtures you with compassion, love, and brings out your inner strength. At the Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, we work to create a world that works for everyone. By sharing both personal and spiritual tools, we can help you navigate through and create a life you love. If mindfulness, prosperity, abundance, and peace are on your list of what you're looking for, come join us and be part of something wonderful. Wherever you are in your spiritual path, you are always welcome here. Join us in person or as live stream on Facebook each Sunday. For more information, visit us at www.lasvegascsl.org.